Thanks for tuning in here on Penn's Elite TV. That was the start of the public address announcing career of Keith Borman, as he will be on the mic here in his first arena setting. Speaking of settings, it's a setting for Game 2 between the Saints Hockey Club and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite, where the Pens shut out the Saints Hockey Club in game number 1 this morning. By a final score of 5-0. But there's a minute and a half left on the countdown clock here before we get started with game number 2 between these two squads. The Pens again will be in the home white. Change though will be starting in net will be number 33, Luka Thompson, taking some final shots here. As we are almost ready to go for game number 2 between the Saints Hockey Club and the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Thanks for joining us on Cine TV. Spending your Saturday afternoon. A lot of family members in attendance sitting behind me. All right, folks, thanks for joining us here on Penn's Elite TV. As you probably heard the PA announcing, Lucas Thompson with an early stop there on the first Rochester shot. And it is Brady Fritchie will move it up to the half wall, where Page tries to move it along further. But it's Riker Ferguson here on an odd man break. He's going to man driving the net. It's Brady Fritchie shot, short side. That's kicked out by the netminder, number 39. On the half wall now, it's Blake Parrish, number 25. He's brought down. Play will continue as Mason Fritchie, number 4, gets this puck. Shot, drops down in front of the cage, comes all the way through to Brooksy Gaworski now on the far wall and the far corner, where he's confronted by number 7. It's going to be thrown all the way to the ice. It'll be an icing call, but it may be on net, so it's played by Luka Thompson. Welch picks up this puck, quick up to Blake Parrish. He chips it ahead to Gaworski. The Pens trying to go to work here. It's in the equipment of Fritchie. Knocks his puck down. Shoots. Doesn't get a lot of good wood on that, as it was a bouncing puck. Fritchie now right back in on the forecheck on the half wall along Blake Paris. Thrown all the way down the ice. Pens could have got rung up with the too many men call. That happened. It was Welch. Throws it up into space where Mason Fritchie picks up the sauce pass, moves it ahead to Bingham Green. Green, he's got a step. Bingham Green walks in. Shot just wide of the cage. Half wall. Netminer may have gotten a blocker on that Bingham Green shot. Now it's Connor Wilson, top of the zone. Delays as he's looking for space. He runs out of it as it's forced back to neutral. Bouncing puck again. Where Grant Lloyd tries to hop to this. Now shot back down into the Penguin zone where CJ Navisa controls on his backhand. Now lifts it back into neutral. Controlled by 7. Played in between the benches where it's picked up by Bingham Green. He waited for Connor Wilson to get onside. Shoots it over. It's the pants of Nico Stark. Settles it down. Dumps it deep. Now Stark is going to go back in on the forecheck with Wilson. 12:30 to play here in the second period. As it's forced ahead by number 7. Centering pass. Had a man at home. Just unable to control that puck was number 9. Now it's our own number 9 behind the cage. It's Brady Fritchie. Moves it to Connor Wilson. Wilson out skating the official there. As the official takes out 2 guys. We're going to have a whistle here. As we get things sorted out. As the official went down, he's getting some stick taps. Hand pass brought back. Oh, correction. It's going to be a trippy call. Cole Davis will sit down for the next minute 30. Penalty called at 12:01. As it's controlled now, top of the zone. Desire Gibbons-Hayes tries to move it down low, comes back to 97 at the point, goes wide to Smith. Smith, nice little pass through the seam there. Well, Welch is going to step to this puck. He's battling behind the cage. Now comes up the half wall to number 93, Riker Ferguson. Tries to chip it. People would have had a break. Now the boys are locking back into their PK positions. 97 walks in, deflects off of the skate blade, now to the near corner. Back to the point man 97. Surveys his options. He goes wide to 77 Page. Now comes near side. Through the seam. Comes all the way through to 97. Unable to hold it. 47 to go on the penalty call. Foreman's going to jump this as bobbling that puck was 97 for a second. Regains his control of the puck. Now goes high in the zone to 97. Goes across ice to 77. Now down low to Krieger, but jumping to this pass is number 9, Brady Fritchie. Fritchie now is going to force the action. The Pens are going to be shorthanded for the next 26 on the Colt Davis tripping minor. Bringing it back into the zone is number 77, Page. Behind the net, it's Ambrose Papawana who winds it all the way around to Brady Fritchie. Fritchie pushes this ahead to Mason Fritchie. Fritchie walks in shorthanded now for the next 3, 2, 1. The Breeders Colt Davis. Now Blake Paris. Blake Paris shoots and scores. Not a shorthanded goal, but Mason Fritchie drove the net. Finding that rebound was number 25. 25 for 4. And it'll be number 25, Blake Paris, from Mason Fritchie at 10:29 of the first period. The Penguins jump out early to kill off the penalty. And they get the goal. Blake Paris, his second of the day. He scored earlier as well as Grant Loya. He's harassed. He takes
Pittsburgh goal scored by number 25, Blake Paris. Assisted by number 4, Mason Pritchard. Time of the goal, 10:29. Paris from Pritchard.
Now it's Ambrose Papuano controlling. It's in the pants of the Rochester players. Papuano's throwing the ball by Peluzio. Now it's Moran following on. On the back check is Mason Pritchard to cancel him out. Puck battle ensues. It's now going up the far wall is Brooks Gawarski. Headman pass for number 4, Mason Pritchard. He's got Paris. Paris stays on side. Loses one thing. It's the puck as it's thrown all the way down behind netminder number 33, Luca Thompson. Penn's leading 4-1 on shot totals right now, despite being shorthanded early in the first period. Brady Fritchie bumps it up to Wilson. Give it a move. Fritchie now. He's going to lead the attack. It's a 4-on-2 right now. Fritchie puts it low. Stick behind the net by the netminder. Number 3, Blakely makes one-man miss with Bingham Green. Where Stark now on the back check. Comes back for this puck as well as number 8, Connor Wilson. Wilson swings it behind the end ball. And behind the cage. Down of ice to try to hit Stark with that pass. Now it's held in by the Saints Hockey Club. Brady Fritchie picks it up. Bumps it up on his backhand. Now thrown further by Bingham Green. Connor Wilson tries to keep this in the zone. Down of ice and Bingham Green have a miscommunication there. It's going to be an offsides call. With 8:39 to go in the second period, neutral zone face-off coming up will be taken by number 8, Connor Wilson. He's flanked by Nico Stark and Bingham Green, backside Welch and Papuano. It's one back to the stick blade of Ambrose Papuano. It goes over to Welch. Welch is going to go right back to Ambrose Papuano as they play catch. Now it's in front of Welch. Puck battle ensues there off the face-off limb. Let's stick down in the slot area. Picking it up. It goes up into the sky. Shut down by the right pad of Luca Thompson. Still loose. It's put into the net by Page. All this stemmed from a defensive zone misplay. And it's a 1-1 game.
71-21.
8:04 to go in the first period. So Penn's look to regroup. Where 77 gets the goal. As Cole Davis gets that goal right back. Popped off the end wall. Cole Davis corralled that rebound. For an unassisted goal, Colt Davis at 7:34 of the first period makes this a 2-1 game. Davis with the unassisted goal now. Easton Borman walks in. Has that stick away. Now to number 44, Moran. Sees this come all the way back to CJ Nanavisa. Nanavisa goes wide to Grant Loya. There's Loya. He's tripped up. Penalty coming up. Turkey's going to be on the table. So it's 7:12 of the first period. Number 44 will sit down with a body check. Colt Davis, right off the draw, tries to put it in on the PP. Now comes high to number 43, Grant Loyal. Swung over to CJ Nanavisa, and Nanavisa plays it back to Grant Loyal. Nanavisa tried to hit forward.
Pittsburgh goal scored by number 11, Colt Davis. Time of the goal, 7:30, unassisted by Davis, unassisted. I'll get the door for you, okay, bud?
Offensive zone face-off to be taken by number 4, Mason Fritchie. It's one back to Welch. Welch swings it back down low, right to a Rochester stick. Turn all the way down the ice. One back to Brady Fritchie, snaps it into the face mask of number 17. Now it's Brooksy Gaworski bringing it out in front as he's looking to cross-check into the back of Blake Paris. Mason Fritchie thinks about going wide. Instead he's going to snap it in on net, and he gets the goal, the PPG for PPE. Mason Fritchie lights the lamp, period number 1, 6:10 on the clock. Mason Fritchie gets the assist from number 25, Blake Paris, to make this a 3-1 game. That was on the goal. That was number 4, Mason Fritchie, from number 25, Blake Paris. Welch surfs his man to the wall. This comes all the way through now low. Behind number 33, Luka Thompson. Gaworski picks it up. Blake Paris, he's knocked off his skates.
The Pittsburgh goal scored by
Krieger now enters the
Mason
10 zone.
Fritchie. Assisted by number 25, Blake Paris. A power play goal. Fritchie from Paris.
Page now back into the offensive zone. Rubbed out by number 43, Grant Loya. Loya tried to hit Connor Wilson behind him. It's now in Bingham Green skates. Where Connor Wilson picks it up. Tries to bounce around 7. Wilson is knocked out. Bingham Green also trying to get to this puck. It's behind Stark now. Hence have a 3-1 lead here with 5 minutes in this first period. As it's turned over here in the Penguin zone as 19. Tries to move it along. It comes to the stick blade of number 43, Grant Loya.
I don't want to touch it if it's in front of the ball. I mess up.
Connor Wilson chips it ahead. He's got a man driving the net. It's Nico Stark, but here in the far corner, Wilson is bumped out into the wall because he gets back to his feet. It's on the half wall now. It's number 11, Colt Davis, goes low to Connor Wilson, comes all the way high to CJ Nanavisa. Nanavisa is going to shoot this in, deflects down, doesn't get through on the cage. Brady Fritchie tries to keep it in the zone. Keeping it in is number 11, Colt Davis, as the official again loses an edge. Needs to get his skates sharpened or sign up for some national elite classes by Cliff Lloyd. Brady Fritchie, he's run into at the blue line. Wilson dumps it deep. He's going to go for a change with 4 minutes now to play in the first period. Number 12, Deep Stanzo, sees this go in offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming up with 3:55 in period number 1. 7-3 the shot totals. Neutral zone face-off to be taken by number 93, Riker Ferguson. Flanked by Davison Borman. Backside is Fritchie and Nenavisa. 1-2, number 74, Easton Borman. Borman stops behind the zone. He's rubbed out by number 9, Brady Fritchie. Fritchie behind the net to Nenavisa. Goes over his stick play. Forced along now by Nenavisa. Picked up by 74, Easton Borman. He exits the zones with 3:29 to go in period number 1. Borman gets behind his man. Centering pass goes off the outside of the cage. Settled down by Colt Davis. Tries to put it on a backhand out in front. Hits the side of the cage again. Ambrose Papuano clamping down to keep it in the zone. Good play by 37. Behind the cage now is Easton Borman hustling to this puck near wall. He's bumped out. Ferguson tries to kick it along. Now it comes back to Borman. He tries to come out and spin back into the netminder. But it's going to be brought up the half wall and back to the neutral zone by Welch. Welch goes over to Mason Fritchie. And he's going to dump it in deep. As he's going to be put to the wall. Another penalty coming up. As it's going to be 77.
Seven's got a rough.
Correction number 7. 2:47 to go. As we're set here on the Pens power play. Mason Fritchie bringing it back in on the power play. Centers it for Gaworski. Goes behind the cage. 2:26 to go in the first period. 1:08 on the man advantage. Papuano with a nice hold at the line in front of the Saints bench. Now comes near side. Fritchie. Fritchie goes back to Welch. Welch is going to walk middle. Goes now to Ambrose Papuano. Papuano snaps it in on net. Drives down in the crease. Still loose. Still loose. Still loose. As digging for this puck is Brooks Gaworski. Somehow finding this puck now is Mason Fritchie. Fritchie snaps it in. Right pad saved by the netminder. 44 to go on the Pens power play. 2 minutes to go in the period. Papuano hustling to keep this puck in the zone. Just squirts back to center. It's going to be thrown over to the stick play to Welch. Rolling puck. Up to Mason Fritchie. It's behind him. Blake Harris tries to get back in on the attack. As the Pens have 26 seconds to go on the penalty number 7. Centering pass from Mason Fritchie. Got a lot on that. Just wide of the cage. Pens looking for one more opportunity on the PP with 17 now to go on the penalty to 7. It's behind the cage, Nico Stark. Centers it out in front. Nenavisa digging for this puck. Now comes all the way out. Back to even. As it's to Grant Loya. Loya just makes his shot go wide. As Keith Borman does it all. Lets people out of the penalty box, PA announcer, scoreboard guy. He's doing it all right now on your Pens Elite TV, but putting it in right now is Grant Loya. And there's some traffic in front. Look at a whistle with 1:02 to go in the first period. Pens unable to score on the power play. Had about a minute of zone time there. 10-3 the shot totals right now. Saints are able to win this draw. Goes off the right skate of a player, comes all the way to the right winger. 77 Page is going to try Nenavisa. Still controlling this puck. Bumped briefly by Wilson. And that allows number 7 Nico to exit the zone. 3-1 the score. 42 seconds now to go. Saints player dropped the stick. Was able to regain possession of the puck. Now it's in the near corner for a puck battle. Connor Wilson digging for it. Puts it up the wall as he tried to hit Nenavisa at the point, but that'll be picked up by the Saints Hockey Club. Loya able to find that puck in his skates. He's going to walk in offensively with 20 to go in the period. Good skating by number 43. Grant Loya comes to Connor Wilson. Loses the handle momentarily, gets it back. It's 11 to play in the period. Connor Wilson's going to walk in. Goes off the bar and in the net. Connor Wilson with a puck on the string there. He's going to make this 4-1 with 8 seconds to go in period number 1. Connor Wilson gets the goal off the Nico Stark assist. Even strength goal with 8 seconds remaining. Playback underway here. Final seconds of period number 1.
Penalty goal scored by number 8, Connor Wilson.
And that's going to do it for period number 1 for the Pittsburgh Penguins lead 4-1. We'll be back with period number 2 in just a moment. Period 2 action set to resume here. Sorry, not as quick right now on the mic. Man in the scores booth here with our main man, Keith Foreman. But period 2, puck is dropped. As 93, Riker Ferguson is out front with Foreman and Davis. Welch getting this puck, bumps it over quickly to number 9, Brady Fritchie. Fritchie moves it up ahead to Cole Davis, who enters the offensive zone now. Confronted by 97. Riker Ferguson, he's now dumped behind the cage. Pens with a 4-1 lead, 14:35 to play in the second period. Cole Davis centering pass comes wide where it's picked up by Easton Borman. Puts it down low behind the cage to 93, Riker Ferguson. Ferguson at the point. Tries to put it back down to Easton Borman. Borman top of the circle, has that sticked away. Now on the half wall once again. Where it's reversed out to the other side over the stick blade of Waters. Put back to recover this puck is Brady Fritchie as he's pushed into the wall. Following on is number 9, Brady Fritchie. It's in the neutral zone again. Waters curls around Colt Davis. Welch is back, but so is number 4, Mason Fritchie. Easton Borman now on the half wall. Coalesces with Mason Fritchie. Fritchie has this puck. He's going to put it behind the cage. Well, Welch ties his man up. As it squirts out to number 4, Mason Fritchie. But Colt Davis had man pass for 74, Easton Borman. Head of steam. He's got a step on the defender. Tries a power move. Loses an edge, though, as he was trying to drop his shoulder. Back to center. And into the Penguin zone. No icing as a rolling puck comes all the way in on net to Luka Thompson. In front of the Saints bench, they retreat back as they try to go wide now in front of the penalty box doors. Loya dumps it. Following on is Gaworski. Regains his footing. 12:52 now to play in the second period. High in the zone is Grant Loya. Loya works around one man, two men. Loya comes behind the cage now, bumps into that cage where he gains possession. Goes high to Ambrose Papuano. Handcuffed him a little bit as he's run into at the blue line. Where Page will pick this up. It's a 3-on-1 right now. Fritchie forces his man wide. Two forwards back there for the Pens lead, able to shut that down. Odd man break for Saints Hockey Club. 4-1 the score. Blake Parris, he may have a break here as he's coming down the left side. Rolling puck, snaps it. Hard to settle that down as it had a lot of juice on it as Blake Parris was trying to catch up to that rolling puck. Now near wall. Battle continues. And there is Nico Stark and Connor Wilson. Rolls off of Wilson's stick plate on the back check now. He's trying to win this back off of Page and does. As Connor Wilson comes in, he's 1-on-3 right now. going to go in, pick up this puck, put it behind the end wall for Nico Stark, manning the left wing wall. Bumps it back to Nenevisa. Nenevisa back down to Stark. To Connor Wilson. Wilson into the seam for Green. Front all the way to Brady Fritchie. Nice pass there. Brady Fritchie gets that shot. It's bouncing in the blue paint. And it goes into the net. I'm not sure who's going to get credit for that goal. I think it's Nico Stark. We'll see the official goal announcement here from the officials. Back underway. Officials are going to credit that goal. It could have been a couple of guys, but they credit it to number 7, Nico Stark, from Brady Fritchie and Connor Wilson. But admittedly, the official put his hand up, saying he's not too sure about that. So we'll have to go back and watch the tape to see officially who's going to get credit for the goal.
The Pittsburgh goal, scored by number 7, Nico Stark. Assisted by number 8, Connor Wilson, and number 9, Brady Fritchie. Goal, some 7, 8, and 9.
They don't call him the best in the business for nothing, folks. You're getting the discount double check here in Keith Borman on the PA sitting next to me. As play continues, CJ Nenevisa at the red line. Goes right in front of his bench, moves it along to Easton Borman. Brady Fritchie tries a curl move. He gets a backhand shot. Another shot on goal for the Pens Elite. With 10:45 to go. Nenevisa just down. Gathered down by number 93, Riker Ferguson, the left-handed centerman for the Pens Elite. He clamps down on Peluzio. 5-1 the score now. 10.5 to play in the second period. Pens are going to enjoy the Wheeling Nailers matchup later this evening, coached by Ryan Papuano, the father of number 37, Ambrose Papuano, the defenseman, the left-handed defenseman for the Pens Elite. Bouncing puck right now. Pens have to be careful now that they don't allow the Saints Hockey Club to squeak back into this game, as the puck's being bounced around in their own defensive zone behind the cage. Settled down by number 9, Brady Fritchie. Stepping to that pass is 7, Smith. Try to hit a man back door. Does finally come through to that man with a battle now in the near corner. Ferguson in that fray. Evades the reach of 11, Colt Davis. And trickles to number 77, CJ Nenevisa. Retreating behind netminder number 30, Luca Thompson. Goes off the wall, and Borman skates. Or 74, Easton Borman with a new stick. He's able to get to this puck. 2-on-1 develops. He's got Davis going to the net. Borman down the left-hand wall. He's going to shoot that, and that's off the right pad of the netminder. He's going to believe a goalie change as 31 has come in for the Saints Hockey Club. As it's Blake Paris taking it down low behind the cage. He's got a man driving the net. It was Gaworski. Decides to come all the way around the world. Now comes all the way up high. Blake goes wide to Welch. Welch is going to snap this in on net. And that's swallowed up by number 31. No rebound. We'll reset here for an offensive zone faceoff. Pens 16 shots to 3 right now. 5-1 the score. 8:53 on the game clock.
Who is it? Reading what?
It's one back to Welch at the point. He's going to throw it to the stick play to Mason Fritchie. Got something going here. Mason Fritchie snaps this in on net. Rebound just over the stick of Gaworski. Rebound attempt by 25, Blake Paris. Now it's Gaworski. Pens buzzing a little bit right now off the faceoff. That's retreating back to 97. And on him is Gaworski. Puts a free hand on. He's able to win that puck. Gaworski comes out the other side, hits Blake Paris. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. And that's going to be blown dead.
Give me some
maybe some calls coming up. Cooler head's going to prevail, I believe. With 8:23 to go. Penn's going to change up the troops. Just out of the zone, retreating back into neutral is Grant Loy. He's harassed by Page, 77. In front of the Saints bench is number 8, Connor Wilson. Wilson makes one-man miss. He's going to bring it in 3-on-2. Rolls off of his stick blade. Now to the near corner, it's Nico Stark. Pens with a 19-3 shot advantage. But dangerous opportunity here is 21. We'll try Nenavisa. He stops up, and Nenavisa defends him nicely, coming over to help out. Is 43 Grant Loy, wiping that opportunity off the board. Nenavisa slows things down, puts it back for Loya. Loya a little bit behind Bingham Green, who was looking for that puck. He confronts Smith, number 7. Loya battles in front of the penalty box door, along with Wilson. Finding that puck is number 19, Bingham Green. Moves it up ahead to Nico Stark. Stark sticked away for the Pens shot, 20th shot of the game. Clamping down on this puck is Colt Davis. He's able to find that puck. Strong move here by 11. That's picked up by the Saints Hockey Club. They bring it right into traffic, though, and that's found by Easton Borman. Tries to set up in his office behind the net. That's going to bounce up the wall, where Welch now controls. Send a couple of skates. Welch is going to push this down deep. He's going to center this in on net. Bounces out high. Boy, this is a chance for number 93, Riker Ferguson. He's got a quick up here. Colt Davis is up ahead of the play. He's going to chip this back into the offensive zone. So no icing on that play with 6:39 to go in the second period. Welch is going to dump this behind the cage. Comes out all the way to the other side. Where the Pens are all over the Saints Hockey Club right now. Grant Loya walks the top of the line. Going to snap this, gets stick on it. I would give him a shot on that one. The official statistician looking for it, got deflected in. It would have went in on the net minor and covered it up. Mason Pritchett draws it. It's in his skates. Trying to dig this out is number 17 and does. Chip behind Loya. Runs a little bit of interference there. Good defensive play by number 43. Taking the body a little bit, but not enough to get a call. Ambrose Papuano puts this into the skates of the official. As Blake Parrish battles with Pritchett on the half wall. Pritchett exits the zone. No, doesn't quite get there. As 19 holds us in front of the Saints bench. 5-1 the score right now. Second period action in front of the Penguins bench. Mason Pritchett. He's going to be angled out by 97. Now it's 44. And Grant Loya chasing this puck down. He's got a couple of guys going to the cage. Tries to hit one. It hits off the outside of the cage. Mason Pritchett puts it in off the rebound. Off the Loya shots. With 5:14 in period number 2, Mason Pritchett is going to get the goal off of an even strength goal at 5:14. And it's a 6-1 game. Pence looking to pile it on right now. That's Grant Loya.
Pittsburgh goal! Scored by number 4. His second of the game. Mason Pritchett. Assisted by number 43, Grant Loya. And number 45, Brooks Jaworski. Time of the goal, 5:10. A Pittsburgh Penalty goal. Second of the game by Pritchett. Assisted by.
Stop the clock.
For a second. I didn't write it down that long, so.
So the Pens get the goal with 5:14 left. We're going to tell the clock operator just hold the clock, don't start it probably for 3 seconds. Clock operator error. As play back underway here. Okay, we can start that clock now. As Bingham Green winds it behind. 4:33 now to play in the second period. CJ Ninavisa. Down to Wilson. Wilson quick up to Brady Fritchie. Brady snapped that puck. Had some juice on that. It was a high rising shot. Now it's Connor Wilson behind the Saints cage. 31 in net now for the Saints Hockey Club. He played well in game number 1. He's let one up so far.
Pass. Track.
Now CJ Ninavisa goes back into his own zone. Fritchie plays catch with Ninavisa. Connor Wilson trying to get around a couple guys. A little laundry on the ice here as the Saints drop a stick. Now it comes high to Ambrose Papuano. He walks middle. Goes back down low to Bingham Green at the dot. Easton Borman with the rocket! Puck movement galore there with 3:33 to go. The one-timer cashes in. The 1T from 74.
37.
With 3:33 left, the Pens take a 7-1 lead. The even strength goal off the stick play of Borman. And that was Borman from number 19, Bingham Green, and number 37, Ambrose Papuano. As is Colt Davis going in for the puck now.
Pittsburgh goal scored by number 74, Easton Borman.
Ferguson now.
Number 19, Bingham Green, and number 37, Ambrose Papuano.
Ambrose Papuano.
From Green, Papuano.
Hearing his name announced right now, puts his puck down to Easton Borman again. Borman blockered away for Pens another shot. Welch is going to clamp down now. He's going to put it all the way around. As it rims now to Easton Borman. Borman puts it back into space. Eight.
When you get up 8, no more goal.
Papuano loses an edge, able to regaining his footing. All those drills paying off there as he went down for one knee. Was able to get back up. Now put behind Thompson. Back for this puck is number 14, Welch. Quicks up the Borman. One touch pass. Pens are back in flight again. 2-on-2 develops. It's Davis and Fritchie. Papuano's going to join the rush. Davis downshifts. Shot into the equipment of 97. With 2:19 to play. Pens leading right now 25-3. They've not allowed a shot this period. As Grant Loya sees a great play by Papuano to get back on side, blockered away. Loya gets the shot off, blockered. Now it's behind the cage. Saints Hockey Club picks it up. Headman pass for 21, Krieger. Krieger is going to see an offsides call here. With 1:53 to go, Pens leading 7-1 right now, 26-3 on the shot clock. But a face-off in front of the Saints Hockey Club bench. As fans are fired up here, Calix Papuano banging on the penalty box glass.
Happy to see the number 1 announcer in the game, Joe Welch. Everyone's looking for his autograph.
As Mason Fritchie
Pucks, Sharpies everywhere.
moves it over for Grant Loya. Loya sees his pass picked up by Smith. He's got a chance here. Shot left pad save by Thompson. He had to shut that down after he has not faced a lot of rubber so far today. .127 now to go in the second period. They get their first shot of the second period. As things get reset here in the Penn's D zone, to take the straw, number 4, Mason Fritchie. Puck is dropped, one back to Welch. Welch moves it up to Blake Parris over his stick blade. Back to neutral. Smith stepping this pass nicely is Brady Fritchie. Read that. Brady Fritchie retreats back. It's number 14, Noah Welch. Welch moves it up to Blake Parris. Mason Fritchie crashes into the wall. It's number 9, Brady Fritchie. 34 seconds to go in the second period. Leaves it for Brooks Gaworski. Gaworski snaps it in, blocker down. Welch puts it wide to Brooks Gaworski. Penn's back in on the attack again. Centering pass, that's a nice read there by number 8. He's going to lead the attack against Welch. Number 8's going to try and work around. Welch is going to dump it in deep. Where they get a change. Welch has this in his skates. He's going to skate this up himself on his backhand now. Tries to move it up to Gaworski. One-touch pass attempt for number 4, Mason Fritchie. And that'll be it for period number 2.
Be sure to grab your tickets tonight to come out to see the Wheeling Nailers at home tonight versus the Reading Eagles. Come out and cheer on your Wheeling Nailers. Thanks for putting this on for us.
Play back underway here from Westbanco Arena. Penn's leading right now 7-1, third period action as it's put ahead to Nico Stark. Starks puts this in behind the net where it's picked up by number 19, Bingham Green. It's turned all the way behind the cage. Ambrose Papuana has to hustle to get to this puck. Bingham Green collects. It's moved along behind the cage to 97, Givens Hayes. Connor Wilson controls this top of the circle, rolls off a his stick play back to Ambrose Papuana. Has it at center red. He's harassed by number 9. We're moving along is Waters. He has to hustle now. He's counted by number 43, Grant Loya. Loya, headman pass for Borman.
Head up.
Borman sees this pass move to number 11, Colt Davis. Shot deflected wide. 93, Riker Ferguson. Battles now on the far wall. In the corner. Now to the top of the circle is Ferguson. He spins out of pressure. 13:26 now to go in the period. Now it's moved ahead to 21, Krieger. Where a couple of bodies go down. High to number 12, Costanzo. Comes all the way around to the other side. We're 93. Riker Ferguson picks it up. Ferguson to Fritchie. Puck is turned over to 21 Krieger. Snaps it in off the cage up top. Not sure where that puck is. As Costanzo snaps it in on that. Deflects down into the glove of Thompson. Still loose. Nenavisa looking for this puck. Squirts out Davis. He hits number 9 Brady Fritchie in flight. Fritchie. He walks in. Fritchie snaps it up top shelf and he gets the goal with 12:23 to go. Brady Fritchie.
I've got 9 unassisted.
I think he took the Davis pass. An even strength goal. To make this an 8-1 game. It's Blake Parrish. He's going to dump this in. Offsides is the call. Pinch cash in off the Brady Fritchie goal on their 28th goal of the 28th shot of the game. Welch surfs this over to put this back to neutral. As play is going to continue here. We're in a running clock situation here in the third period with the Pens leading 8-1. As Mason Fritchie sees this go to Ambrose Papuana. Papuana goes wide to Welch. Calling for this puck is Brooksy Gaworski. Welch is going to skate this up himself. He hits Mason Fritchie with a pass. Hitting the deck is Gaworski, who's trying to stay on side. I think it might have stung him a little bit. Ambrose Papuana. He's going to walk in. Ambrose Papuana snaps in the shot. Off the cage of 31. Now back to Brooksy Gaworski. He's going to take it lower. As Welch tries to keep it in the zone as he's facing some pressure. Moves it to Gaworski. Squirts out top of the circle. As it comes out in front now. It is Brooks Gaworski. Cycles it back down low. And back out high to Gaworski. Under 10 to play. Welch is going to step to this. He's going to put it into space. All Pittsburgh Penguins right now. It's behind Mason Fritchie. Going to get back to the top of the zone, but no further are the Saints. Where it's still a bouncing puck in the zone. Welch sees this puck out by number 4, Mason Fritchie. Pens are going to make some changes behind the play. Got some tires, bodies on, and it'll be an icing call. 9:30 running clock here. Top of the zone now. It's controlled by the Pens Elite. Squirts out to neutral. Bumped along by Nenavisa. Nenavisa over to Loya. Loya has this knocked off a his stick play. Nico Stark to Connor Wilson. Back high to Bingham Green. Green. As Moran moves it along further. Connor Wilson. Hustles to get to this puck. Has it under his glove right now. He's trying to push it forward to himself. Now it's thrown back into the Penguin zone. Luka Thompson settles this down. Welch picks it up. Off the dash, Easton Borman called for this puck. Tried to move it along to Connor Wilson. We're 18. He's going to try Welch. Power move in on Luka Thompson. It's put in the net. Michael LaRocca with the goal. Michael LaRocca gets the goal for this hockey.
Saints Hockey Club goal scored by number 18, Mike LaRocca. Time of the goal, 7:14.
Welch, he's going to step to this. He's going to bring it in the offensive zone himself on his backhand. Can't get it any further. Welch is going to put this to Easton Borman. He gloves this down. Borman snaps this in. Nice little play there by the netminder to settle things down. With 6:43 to go, 8-2 the score. .97, Givens Hayes is going to bring it further. He puts it off the right pad of Thompson. Back up to 97, thrown in. Behind the cage, and it's picked up by number 4, Mason Fritchie. Fritchie up to 25, Blake Parrish. Parrish sees this go over Loya's stick. And Grant Loya snaps it in on net. Grant Loya gets the goal with 6:11 to go. As it's a 9-2 game, clock will continue to run. Fritchie steps in for this face-off. It's one back to number 43, Grant Loya. Plays it over to 37, Ambrose Papuano. Moved up ahead to 45, Brooksy Gaworski. Mason Fritchie is going to bring it back into the offensive zone. Now it's Brooksy Gaworski. Gaworski plays it across to Blake Parrish. Snaps in a shot on net. Covered up. 5:13 to go on the clock. Offensive zone faceoff coming up. Play back underway here from the West Banco Arena. Dumped in deep by number 7, Smith. Goes behind that minor, number 33, Luka Thompson. Wear 19, Bingham Green, moves it ahead to Stark. Stark snaps it off the stick blade of number 30. Correction, 31. Ambrose Papuano has to get to this puck. Krieger comes in 2-on-1, develops behind net of ice. A good shut down save by Luka Thompson. Takes a couple whacks after the whistle. Things will get set up here to the left side of number 33, Luka Thompson. Face off to be taken by 93, Riker Ferguson. One forward. Where it's now in the half wall controlling this are the Saints Hockey Club. Put down, and it's put in the back of the net. Welch is going to come over to this puck now. Bumps it along further. We're banging into the wall is Easton Borman. Behind the cage. Welch again. Sticked up by Colt Davis. Thrown right back in behind netminder 33, Luka Thompson. Ambrose Papuano has to hustle for this puck. At the point. Snapped in. Into the back of the cage again. And this becomes a 9-4 game with 2 minutes left.
From 10, I think. I can't see the rest.
As the goal will be given to number 17, Declan Pacala. Play will continue. 9-4 now the score. One back to CJ Netvice. As Frazier dumps it in deep behind Thompson. CJ Netvice hustles over to this puck. He's put to the wall. Gaworski goes behind his body. Mason Fritchie has to hustle to get to this puck. He's coming in one-on-one. He's got a couple of trailers. Calling for this puck is one of them, Brooksy Gaworski. He snaps it in on net. Brooks Gaworski gets the goal with 1:33 remaining in the game. That'll be 45 from number 4, Mason Fritchie. To make this a 10-4 game. As getting this puck is number 4, Mason Fritchie. He's looking for one more. Throws it through the crease. Blake Paris, he clamps down on his man. Brooks Gaworski. Battles on the half wall. Mason Fritchie has to hustle to get to this puck. Grant Loya gets back up for this puck. As we're under 1 to play here, Pens with a 10-4 lead. Blake Paris bodies into number 9. With 48 to go. Thrown behind everybody. Doesn't have the distance for icing. Centering pass off the left pad of Luka Thompson. Netvice throws it further along. Where it's controlled by the Saints Hockey Club here in the near corner with 32 seconds to go in the third period. Grant Loya picks up a rolling puck. Centers it for Blake Paris. Staying on side is Mason Fritchie. Just out of his reach was that Blake Paris pass with 13 now to go in the period. Comes back to Welch. Welch is going to dump this in deep for Bingham Green, and that'll be it. Final score from the West Banco Arena. Your Pittsburgh Penguins lead 10 and the Saints Hockey Club 4.